make more cells, and also enjoy our natural health. So the topic why detox the Tiens swim is very important because we have a high quality product with the Tiens swim. So to start with, we can ask, what is really the detoxification? Simply put, detoxification is the process of naturally cleansing the body and removing excess fats, bad cholesterol, free radical, excess sugar, bad bacteria, and infections, so as to regulate blood pressure, maintain libido, balance the hormones, and regulate infertility issues. When we get unhealthy buildup, actually, of our toxins in our body, they tend to cause lots and lots of havoc in us. These toxins cause physical, mental, and healthy issues like chronic fatigue. You see some people all the time, they are very tired. It also causes headache, insomnia, body pains, digestive disorder, constipation, hormonal imbalance, allergies, excess weight gain, and so many other illnesses. Sometimes it is true that the body struggles to come to our defense by protecting itself so as not to trigger adverse immune reaction. What does it do? It keeps trapping these toxins in a ball of mucus or fat. Unfortunately, this bang of eggs do not last long. It is just temporary. Before long, these toxins will fight their way out of the captivity, as it were, and find itself or its way back into the bloodstream and into the cell membrane, thereby disturbing the metabolic functions and causing tissue damage. Yes, we have to be frank. So frankly speaking, many of these toxins come from the things we consume in our everyday life, the water we drink, even the beauty and personal care products that most of us use, including the environmental pollution. Let us take a look of some of these things, because this training is about to get serious. So if all of us are together, please, can I have in the chat box, yes, so that we'll know we are all together. And we will also, it will also be very important that you have your pen and paper so as to take down some points that will help you in your business. Can I get, yes. Okay, and I've seen so many of you that have typed yes. Thank you very much. Let's proceed. Let's look at this picture on the screen very critically. Many of you are familiar with this picture on this screen because it trended on in the internet recently. You can see some people will say they want to take care of themselves by eating natural things, vegetables and fruits. But look at how those who buy these things, some of them treat what we inject into our system. Watching the vegetable in a slum, gutter water. And when he brings it out, he samples it as very clean. And some, if something like a garden egg is there, some will be passing along the road and buy garden egg that looks clean, but look at the water it was used to watch it, and they start chewing immediately. What happens to the system? Accumulation of toxins. Just look at this aspect again. That is the environment that we live on, because the whole world is living in such an environment that is exposing people to toxins. And our system many a times looks like this. What do we mean? When people inject, anything goes in the system. Of buns, bread, coke, all that. You inject all of them in your system. And when they mix up with the water, as the rain has fell on this gutter, they decompose. And what happened? Trouble starts. And more, as you are passing along the road, even in the market areas, you will see a lot of dumping of refuse on the road. Mind you, some people do not care about you. They don't care about what you eat. They don't care about your health, life, and they don't care about what you breathe in. We can say there is trouble here. Water is one of the most important things for healthy living. But how many of the water that we drink is clean water? Even the one they call pure water. When you look at it very well, you see it is poor water, P-O-O-R. This water is chlorinated. Without any doubt, you know that there must be so many bacteria inside this water. And when one drinks this kind of water, trouble starts. Let us be taking note of all this so that we'll see the reason why we need detoxification in Tien's way. Look at this screen, industrial pollution. Even if you care for what you eat and what you drink, it is not easy to care for the air you breathe in. All of us know that this is not possible to care for the air you want to breathe and the one you do not want to breathe. Still industrial waste. It is all around us. We cannot stop the industries to be producing, but a lot of fumes that comes out from the industrial waste is also harming our system. These are the resultant effects of eating anyhow, living in a poor environment, and inhaling bad air to our system. If somebody like this, ladies and gentlemen, wants to talk to you about healthy living, are you going to accept it? Let's continue. It's not only on women, because when we talk about bad fat and cholesterol, our mind goes to women. Look at this organ here. The tape is at the last point of it, measuring his spare tires. And this is also the result of unhealthy living. So there is fire on the mountain. Those are the aspects, resultant effects of bad and unhealthy living. Sometimes some people said, well, these are to those who are fat. They are the ones that will have the problem of all those things we are talking about. This man that is already confined in the hospital bed is not a fat man. Just like the next one is not also a fat man, but they are in the problem of unhealthy living as a result of bad lifestyle, bad environment, pollution all over, bad water. These are the resultant effects. Children are not left alone. Children are even more vulnerable to what we are talking about because their systems are very delicate. It is easy for these children to absorb this quickly and they fall sick. Yes, the same of bad environment, bad lifestyle of feeding and air. These are the resultant effects. You see some children very helpless in different hospitals. Also, the resultant effects of unhealthy living. This man we are looking at on the screen now is suffering a heart attack. And it's as a result of bad cholesterol and also the aforementioned points that make people to be unhealthy. Okay, so do you know that over 95% actually of the world's population has health problems, with a stage of having more than 5 different ailments? What do we mean? You may see some people being diagnosed either as a Tiens health consultant in your offices. You diagnose one person and is having 5 different ailments in one, heavy ones. One person, this person have a high blood pressure, he have diabetes, he have malaria, he have typhoid, he have also sugar problem, only in one person. I hope you will agree with me that it's possible. You are also witnessing this, those of us who are natural health consultants. Yes, according to most recent report of the WHO, the World Health Organization statistics, it says that over 75% of human population is under sub-health. We are going to look at this critically. When we talk about people, over 75% actually are under sub-health. What we mean, this group of people, which are the majority of the human population, are like an accident waiting to occur. They manage to go to work or market or school or whatever engagement they have, they manage to come back. And some of them, you hear that somebody who was healthy this morning went out and did not return, got slumped on the road. Over 75% of sub-health, of those who are managing their health. We also have about 20% of this world population who are diseased. What we mean, those who are already sick and confined in different hospitals for treatment, they're already down there. While only 5%, in fact, the minority of the number, are living in good health. What does it show to all of us, all Tiens distributors? That we have a lot of work to do, and we are focusing on the over 75% of human population who are under the sub-health. Me and you have a lot of job to do to explain to them what they should do in order to get a healthy living, and then remove these ones who are under the sub-health into the healthy living, and those who are even in the 20% of people who are already sick to get back to their feet and have a healthy living. So you can see that there are some beliefs of people. Some are of the opinion that toxins are unavoidable, that they should be accepted as part of life. While some others also believe that they can remove toxins and bad cholesterol from their body only by exercising. Another set of people believe that they can eliminate toxins by taking drugs. So if you go with the opinion of these ones, please can you type chat in the chat box yes. If you do not, type no. Are we together? So what do you believe? As a Tiens distributor, well-trained Tiens distributor, if you are actually a Tiens distributor, then you should have heard about in your various Tiens trainings and the personal use of our product that Tiens have a wide range of amazing products, among which are products for detoxification. Please note, you cannot be a successful Tiens distributor without being 100% user of our products. This is why there is a saying in Tiens business that goes like this: be the product of the product, or sell yourself first before selling the product. What do we mean? For you to be a successful Tiens distributor, you do not need to contradict yourself. If you are looking like the pictures we brought on the screen a while ago, very fat and unhealthy person, or you are having so much arthritis in your leg that you do not walk normal again, and you are bringing our enviable and high quality product to a client to tell the person this product is very good, if you use it, it's going to be this way and that way, will that not be contradiction? Your looks are going to be a contradiction to what you are saying. And that is what we mean, that you have to be the product of the product. You are going to sell yourself how you look will make people to say, please, sir, please, ma, give me the one you are using. Because they must have seen the evidence in your outlook that you are living healthy life. Basically, you cannot give what you do not have. You cannot successfully convince anyone to buy a product that you never tried. No one wants to be the guinea pig. They want to see it in you, that what you are going to introduce to them is exactly how you look. You have to look healthy. You don't need to have spare tires and tell somebody to reduce his own. So how can we successfully convince a potential customer to detoxify? This place is very important because many of us are making mistakes at this aspect. How do you actually convince somebody that he needs detoxification? If you have been following, you will see so many points that has been shown in the screen as to our environment and the water we drink, the lifestyle, and even the medications that many people use also that cause havoc. After explaining this, please be professional in your trying to convince somebody. Do not show that you are really hustling to get their money. Do not also allow your client to dictate their treatment system to you. It is unfortunate that some of our distributors will meet a client and the client will turn to be their consultant and they themselves will be the client. So do not allow your client to dictate treatment methods because things have a very important and the professional way of treatment. First thing first, Tien's way of detoxification. Do not also make excuses to client by saying, oh, you do not have money, you cannot be able to detoxify. When you do that, you are accepting a defeat and it shows you are not well trained. Do not focus also on making profits to the detriment of the health of your clients. Always position yourself as the ultimate solution provider. And that is why you have to be firm. But after you're diagnosing them, like many of us who are really on treatment in Tien's way, we have a diagnosing machine that can tell us what is wrong with the client. After understanding that, depending on the nature of the ailment, the first thing first is what? Detoxification, the Tien's way. Okay? We have a formula in Tien's way. And when you are able to rid the body of harmful toxins, you see that the person will glow and radiate from inside out. It's not a matter of buying high quality soap to remove the layers of the skin. No. After a successful and complete Tien's detoxification, the person will radiate from inside out. The following is the simple detox formula. 1, start by cleansing the body of the toxins. 2, then you nourish the body. 3, you strengthen the body. import, balance, and stabilize the body. That is why we say, do not be in a hurry to start giving them maybe the stabilizing or the strengthening or the nourishing of the body and leaving the detoxification. It will appear like you went to your farm, you want to farm, and you are so much in a hurry. You can't wait, and you do not do the first thing first. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the first thing you can really do when you want to farm? Is it not to first brush out the weeds and give allowance to the crop you plant so that they will not struggle the soil nutrients with the weeds and the crop you're finding? If you are so in a hurry and you do not do the first thing first, that means the crop you're planting will not succeed. It will be malnourished because it will be struggling with the soil nutrients with the weeds. Let me come again on why you should do the first thing first. Some of us women who have been able to maybe have party or cook for large people, you cook jollof rice. And mostly, there's no how you will cook a heavy jollof rice in a pot that you not get burnt out of it. How do a professional cleanse this pot that is already dented and burnt? Do you use a hard ware or spoon or knife to scrape and scrape? If you scrape in that format, honestly, you are going to dent the pot. Sooner or later, the pot will start leaking. That means you've dented it. That is also how we are looking at this in our Tiens way of detoxification. Tiens products do not have hard products that give side effects or that is going to have an adverse reaction after the detoxification. No, it will gently remove the unwanted fats and cholesterols and lipids from the body. Just like this professional woman who cooked this jollof rice, many of us in the audience understand, especially women, understand what I'm talking about. The best way professionals remove this burnt area is to put the pot back in the fire after removal of the food to be eaten by people, and they add enough salt. Some do not know about this. They add enough salt in the base of this pot and put it back in the fire. After some time, it will be very easy to remove without harming the pot. And that is the formula of Tiens detoxification, what it does to human body. It will give way for the nourishment to be able to settle down and do the needful in the body. Thereby, after the 2 weeks detoxification, which is complete one that we do, the person will come back to say, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma, after spending the money because he sees results. So what are the products we use in Tiens way to do detoxification? Tiens actually have a very wide range of products, high quality, that can be used to cleanse the system without any side effect. As a distributor, you already know these products, but let's watch and see some of the ranges of these products. You can see varieties. But when you want to conduct a detoxification for your clients, you are sure to use some of these ones that are coming in the screen. Number one, we all know about slimming tea, which contains 6 different herbal teas in one. Next, we have anti-lipemic tea, which has passed a lot of tests when it comes to cleansing, and they have 5 different herbal teas embedded in one. And we are going to combine these two as a workforce to clean the unwanted elements from the human body. We also have chitosan, which is the highest natural antibiotic. We also have a double cellulose, though not available now, but very soon we are going to have it. Meanwhile, we do not have it. I'm going to tell you the combination that have proved successful for us in this industry in clearing away the debris that are found in different individuals. So after that, we have varieties of other products that can really do a good job in helping human body to come back to its normal state, to enjoying a healthy life instead of managing the health. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to challenge yourself. If you are a Tiens distributor, the question is, how many times in a year have you detoxified yourself? Many of us are complaining we do not sell, we don't have much money we have gained in our bonuses. That is because we've not, so many of us have not been doing the needful. You have to get yourself prepared and sell yourself. So that is why I'm challenging all Tiens distributors that we all have to task ourselves and become the product of the products. Use the products that you are recommending to people and look exactly the way you want your client to look and feel. Secondly, you need to detoxify yourself at least once every 3 months if you want to achieve a healthy living. Third, you have to include exercise and encourage others to do the same. We also have a massager to also help us to do the needful when it comes to exercise and the circulation of the blood in human body. You will also need to say no to certain lifestyle, beginning with no to junk foods. You will also stay away from unhealthy foods like the one you're seeing on the screen. And it looks so attractive. And some people will want to enjoy this food because they feel eating this attractive food will help their body. But when it enters the system, it's going to be giving you another information about your health. Yes, some will say, I want to enjoy my life. If you look at the screen, wherever you are now, you'll be seeing some interesting and appetizing looking foods, ice cream, hot dog, puff, meat pie, just name it. They are too numerous to mention. And some will do what? Send it down with about 75 cl of Coca-Cola or some of these minerals. And then you will breathe. Here's a sign of relief. I've enjoyed myself. But what happens to the system? The body takes just 15% of all the food that people may eat, and then the remaining 75% goes to the waste. Unfortunately, the body do not remove all this waste. It is some of these ones that come back to fight the system of our individuals. And it is at this point that you see that some people will go to market, and because they see free beer, free drinks, free food, and then they eat different things and different mix up, and the body becomes like the gutter we saw on the previous stream. So we don't want to be that way. Mind what you are feeding your system. If you want to live a healthy life, that will help you to age gracefully. So you are going to use what you're seeing on the screen now as the alternative to eat healthy in a healthy way. Eat more of good fruits and vegetables. You will also need to eat balanced fruits. Drink plenty of water. They are very, very good instead of eating the junks we just saw. And we want to include exercise in a healthy living. Exercise as a family, if you have one, teach the younger ones the importance of exercising ourselves, so that when they grow old, they are already used to exercising themselves. You can see a wonderful daddy that is doing his job by teaching the child. This child, when he grows older, he will still maintain the habit of exercise. Yes, you can see that when some of us are growing older, we are still energetic. We are happy. We are not overweight. We look healthy, that people are admiring us, even with the gray hair. This person is not jumping into old age, but is aging gracefully. And that is what our high quality products will give you. It is true, ladies and gentlemen, that good health is priceless. Good health is a blessing that will never be fully appreciated by some until they lose it. And that is why we need to encourage all. We still have a lot of job to do in encouraging so many people to get their feet back on the healthy living. The Chinese health culture emphasizes on prevention of disease, and it is in accordance with modern medicine in this 21st century. So as a well-trained consultant or Tiens distributor, your emphasis too should be on prevention against illness and the reversing of the negative effects of the existing one. What do we mean? We are not going to tell people that you are now taking over the job of the doctors, but we all know that the orthodox medicine centers on disease and drugs, and finding the process of eliminating the disease. But in our Tiens way, we'll center on preventive measures so that one will not enter into this ailment. And it makes more sense to prevent ailment before they arrive than to put on so much money in curative. So finally, we want to tell you that there are lots and lots of testimony with the way we treat our clients, and then we want to tell you some of the testimonies that are found into this, and we are calling on one of our own, the 3-star gold lion in Nigeria, in the name of Mr. Mbachu. They want to tell us at least one testimony that he has gotten as a result of doing the needful with detoxification the Tiens way. We'll have your attention, sir.
Thank you very much. What a lovely training and lecture on detoxification. It's not easy. This is daily living. This is what we experience every day. And then people say, when they go to these eatery homes and then buy the eatery delicacy, oh, they are very happy about that, and they are living. This is good living. That is not good living. We are just so let me just tell you one aspect. One aspect of a man we helped with the Tiens product, especially starting with detoxification. This is a man who had problem. He's also he's early too. Well, one of his engineer that builds a house for him, that is building for him, saw him each time, he and the wife, because the children are all grown up. So the man cannot, he's not fit. He's not capable of doing many things or to help the wife. So he called him one day and said, Daddy, we have a place at area 11, FAB Mall. If you come there, they will help you with Chinese product. He said, but I have tried many hospitals. My children have spent a lot of money. He said, just come one day. Reluctantly, he followed him to our office. We're on the second floor of our office, second floor. So he managed to come up. When he came up, he was already bending down. And that's the way he was because he's suffering from serious arthritis. So immediately he just came to the door. He looked, saw chairs, saw showcase with products and all that. He thought he was coming to a big hospital, as usual. But what he saw didn't convince him that he's in a big hospital. So the face changed. The next thing, we were there waiting for him because the engineer said, and he's our distributor, say he's bringing someone. Then we said, please come in. Reluctantly, he just came in while using his walking stick. And I said, please sit down. He sat down. Then I asked him, how old are you? He said he's 60 years. And then I said, okay, I'm 5 years older than you. He looked at me, but I was standing erect. The next day, I stood up and then I bent down, made some, some elegant moves. And he was surprised. In fact, that was a sign I used also to attract my people and some of the patients so that they will now know that they are in the right place. So the way we do, according to Mrs. Mbachu's explanation, detoxification first, there's no way you can come here to our office and then you say, no, you don't want to do detoxification. We say, go another place. Because we start where the doctor stops. When the hospitals are tired of you, we take over. And definitely within 2 weeks, even within 1 week, they see the difference. So what do? We get 4 packs of antilipemic tea, 4 packs of slimming tea, and then one bottle of chitosan, 1 bottle of double cellulose when we had them. Then we used to have FOS. We also gave a pack which contains 15 sachets of FOS. With this, we are very proud that we can complete a successful detoxification. But after some time, we don't have those products again. We don't have double cellulose. We don't have FOS, but we still make use with what we do, what we have. So we told him, you are going to use this product for 2 weeks, judiciously. Now you are going to use 1.5 liter bottle. That's the big ever water bottle. You will use it to boil the tea. First thing in the morning and last thing at night. And then you use the contents to drink the Cheetos. And then that's what he did morning and night repeatedly for 2 weeks. Believe me, after 2 weeks, the man came back here. He was in the corridor and then phoning his cousin, who is also elderly, that you should need to come to Abuja from Onitsha. Come to Abuja here. I will take you to where you will get your solution. Serious arthritis. I'll tell you, we asked them to register. That is the normal thing. Register with 6,000, and that he did. Up to this moment, after 10 years, he is still using our supplements with the wife. He's still using our supplements. So the supplements are wonderful, and you can make use of them to get solutions to serious problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Larry. Thank you very much for that powerful testimony. We have so many of the testimonies that come as a result of doing detoxification the Tiens way. I know many of you have your testimonies equally, but because of time, we may not give more of this testimony, but be rest assured that when you do the needful, you will get all we need in Tiens business. You will be happy that you are a solution provider. You are doing the right thing, and the money we are talking about will come naturally into your purse. We have so many, but the time cannot take us to give more of the testimonies. I want to say thank you to all of you. And if there is any question, I'm handing over to Mr. Onoha. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you so very much, Mrs. Mbachu, our great leader, Civil Lion leader, for that powerful, powerful presentation on detoxifying your body the Tiens way. Of course, there is really no other way except the Tiens way. That's the best way to get yourself detoxified. And that was just a very powerful training and also a powerful testimony. I know that if I will open up the floor for testimonies, about our products. A lot of them abound here today. So I just want to give room for one or two comments, questions. Let's hear you. If you have questions or you have comments to make, please, can we hear you? You can lift up your hands and let's call you up, okay? Thank you so much. And if you're watching us from live on Facebook, and you have a question or a comment, you can drop it also there. We will also just give you a response from here. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Ike Jonah, all the way from Abuja also, please, can we get your take? Okay, you are muted. Please, let's hear you, Mr. Jonah Ike. Hello, Mr. Jonah Ike, you're unmuted. Can we hear you, please? Okay, while we wait for Mr. Jonah Ike, let's take Positive T. Positive T, you are muted. Please, can you unmute yourself and let's hear you?
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm very, again, I love the presentation. It's I learn a lot from it. But I have a question on somebody, a client from me on Facebook said something, if we have product for fibroid and that something is, the fibroid is like moving in her tummy. So I want to know if this detoxification can handle such issue.
Thank you very much for that question. If he's really sure that what he have is fibroid, you need to understand by the scan, and after getting the scan, to be sure that he actually have the fibroid at the size. The first and foremost, starting of the treatment is via detoxification. You have to give this person a 2 weeks detoxification to get rid of the unwanted fats and cholesterol that is feeding the fibroid before you go into the real treatment of fibroid. Because when you have getting rid of these fats and cholesterol around the fibroid, it will be easier to use our Tiens products to tackle that.
I will not ask the question I wanted to ask again.
Something.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Mbachu, for that. Let's get Mr. Ike again now. Let's see. Mr. Ike, you're muted. Can we hear you, please? Okay, Mr. Mark, please let's get your take. Mr. Mark, you're muted, sir. Please, can you unmute yourself, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much. I've done that already. Mrs. Mbachu, thank you very much for this illuminate training that I've already my comments.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, because it shed light on some dark corners on this issue of detoxification. Then let me at this point thank management for opening up the field to accommodate more trainers. That is the only way we can discover talented presenters like Mrs. Mbachu. So thank you very much. So so there'll be many of us who will be able to give varieties of training, flavors, with various flavors that our top leaders and distributors, fellow distributors will benefit from. Now, I want to appreciate one particular thing you accomplished in this training, which is to re-emphasize the importance of detoxification as the all-important first step. Just like the answer you gave now about fibroid, you've already proven that if you do detox, you're able to disarm the fibroid. Any other thing you do can further kill it or eliminate it. So this goes in line with the philosophy that I learned from our adorable trainer, Mr. Yes or No. He said, if you get one thing right, everything else will be right. If you get it wrong from the beginning, chances are that you're going to have a hard time correcting it. So once you do detox and insist that the patient does detox, the rest of the treatment is going to be easy for you. In your training, you emphasize that even when they say they don't have money for it, some of us were like, okay, go into the main course of treatment since you don't have much money. No, don't short circuit it. Don't do a shortcut. You emphasize slides. Focus on detox. Once you do it, you're already 50% down the line in getting good results. So I want to appreciate you emphasizing that point. If we all follow it, we'll get fantastic results in our efforts to help our patients and clients. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Mark, for that wonderful contribution. Let's get contribution from Mrs. Agnes, all the way from Abuja also. Mrs. Agnes, you're muted, please, can we hear you?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Well done, my husband, for your powerful presentation. I know that's your field. Your detoxification process in Abuja is a powerful one. Well done. I want to add that there was a time while we were in Kano, somebody used the chitosan. A pregnant lady used a chitosan and she lost her pregnancy. By way of emphasis and for the sake of the newcomers, detoxification is not really safe for pregnant mothers, especially chitosan. Chitosan is powerful. It's like you said, it's one of the highest antibiotic. So chitosan and clipemic tea should be used with caution. That's just what I want to say. I've really benefited, and kudos. That is the field you know how to do best. Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Agnes. Let's get Mrs. Onyx Carlo, please. You're muted. Can we hear you?
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you very much, Madam Mbachu. That is a very powerful one. I've learned a lot from your presentation. In fact, it's a whole lot of training for me. One thing I learned from your training is about the inside-out cleansing. The way one's look is coming from inside. That is a very powerful one. In fact, I want to apply it to all my clients. Please, I want to ask a little question on staff, because there are some staff that also manifest on the skin. I don't know if you have successfully treated that. Can I have any testimonial from you?
Thank you very much for that interesting question. Because if you are firm on doing the first thing first, especially the detoxification in Tiens way, you get lots and lots of testimonies. Some of such bacteria, like you call it staph, is very resistant. And like what you rightly heard when the training was going on, that it is of inside out cleansing. So those are the ones who do not bargain, who do not reduce the 2 weeks absolute and complete detoxification. Why they are doing this, we can now apply our zinc. You can into the something like shea butter to use for the outside. The anti-lipemic tea can also be used to watch when the person finish bathing. It can reserve some of this anti-lipemic tea to pour it in the outer body without damping it. So the anti-lipemic tea will dry up in the person's the affected area anyway. And then this is where the zinc comes in to clear the one that is outside. So from the inside, the person will radiate to show outside. We have numerous success we have recorded as a result of what you just explained. So we've been actually being successful in that aspect.
Wow. Thank you very much. I will apply that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Onyx, for your question. Thanks, Madam Hope Mbachu. Okay, let's get Professor Oliver. Okay, Professor Oliver AK, please, you're muted, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Madam, I appreciate this wonderful presentation. In fact, there's a line you mentioned that really, I say, wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. I want to put this across. I want to emphasize this. Do not make excuses for your clients. When you mentioned it, I said, wow. Because I have worked with so many people in this industry. They are talking to a customer or a client, and the person, they have presented the whole thing. We have seen it. The next thing is saying, will he afford the money? He might not, in fact, I have not even eaten food. It's a lie. When it is a matter of life and death, I just treated the case here. A person came to the office, we carried out tests. After all that, we now say this is what is going to use. The person that brought the person ran to me and said, this person no get money. I say, please, don't mention to his or her hearing, let the person come. When the person came in the office, I asked him to sit down. And I asked him, are you aware of the whole thing that you are going to use to get well? He said, yes. I said, do you know the danger that that thing poses? He said, I said, see, listen, if you don't detoxify, already your body is accumulated with a lot of toxins. It will create disease in your body. And when disease is created in your body, it will make you to fall sick. And when you fall sick, I don't know the level of sickness, you will be landed in the hospital. And when you land in the hospital, the tendency to survive or not to survive is not in my hand, it's in the hand of doctor and God. But if you do this detox we are talking about, you remove that thing that will land you to the hospital. He said, God forbid, I don't want to go to hospital. That man that he said, the distributor was judging that he has no money, was able to pay completely. He went to the POS, to the bank to draw money and come and pay for the products, and he got the product and he's happy that he got those products. Today, he's a happy man because we did not prejudge him. So it is very dangerous in this business to tell somebody that he cannot afford it because he never eat. Don't try that. And the second thing you also brought in here, I love so much, is do not manage treatment. Many of us, when we say this is the number of product and this is the line of product you are going to say, okay, maybe we manage them, the man no get money. And such people will be the ones, when they now take one product that is meant for ordinary, for another thing entirely, and did not get result. These are the ones that say, I have used Tiens product so much and it doesn't work. But guess what? Those that stick to the recommended products and now follow suit, they use it, they get results, and they are happy because they got the products and use the entire product that is recommended for a particular purpose. So I agree with you 100% that when we go out there, we should not manage treatment by trying to economize the product we want to use. Now, one point I want to let people know is that, have you asked ourselves, why did the company pack products like beneficial capsule, 150 capsules? And we all know that beneficial capsule is meant for people who are hypertensive. Have we asked ourselves, why did they pack 150? Why can't they pack it 40? Why can't they pack it 100? But they packed 150. That 150, the company knew that by the time you are finishing that one bottle 2 or 3 times a day, you are close to getting perfect result. So let us work with the company and the way the company package their product, and let us do it, maintain it that way. In that way, we will get fantastic results, and the customer will be happy to beat his or her chest that, yes, I used Tiens product and it worked for me. And the customer will now be impelled to go all out and tell people that product worked for me. In fact, you don't even need to talk. People will be asking you, what about your problem? You can see you are well now. You will not hesitate to say, I use Tiens product. So please, I appreciate this presentation. Let us not make excuses for people, and let us not manage treatment. Let's use the right product for a right treatment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you so much, Professor Oliver Eke, for that wonderful contribution. Really do appreciate you. Okay, that's it's going to be it. In the absence of any other hand raised up, we are going to be bringing this training to an end. Once again, thank you so very much, our dear trainer today, Madam Hope Mbachu, all the way from Abuja, a great leader in Abuja, doing greatly well. This was a powerful training, sincerely, and really do appreciate you for this. Thank you so much for this training, and for all of us who were able to join the training, both on Zoom and on Facebook Live. Thanks a lot for being part of this training. We really do appreciate you. You can drop your comments on our Facebook page for this video. Drop your comments. If you have questions also, you can drop it there, no problem. It will be attended to. Thanks a lot. Okay, once again, I just want to inform us we have yet another powerful training coming up on Friday. This is a powerful one, and it's coming from a young, dynamic leader who is also doing so very much in the business. He will be taking us on utilizing the advantage of Tiens health concept to boost your product sales. Okay, we have a health concept in Tiens. He'll be telling us how you can use the advantages of the Tiens health concept to boost your sales of products. You don't want to miss that training for anything at all, sincerely. You don't want to miss that training. So let's be around on Friday by 11 a.m. as Mr. Joshua Ekene is going to be taking us through using the advantages of the Tiens health concept to boost your sales of products. Of course, we all need to sell products. Of course, we all need to promote our products, but you need to know how to do that. So he'll be taking us on that powerful training. Once again, thank you each and every one of us for being here today. We really do appreciate you. I will be bringing the meeting to a close any moment from now. But before then, I will just open up all the mics, and then you may just want to greet one another. And then in the next 2 minutes, the meeting comes to a close. Thank you.
Thank you.